Alright. Welcome back to Divine Faith Repping Fitness. I got another recipe here for you, and it is basically a peanut butter steel cut oats meal. Right, breakfast time, right? So I'm going to go run through the ingredients. Hopefully I didn't forget anything like I've done last time. So this time I'll introduce it first. Salt. Again, kind of sea salt is the better salt. Next, you have the steel cut oats. Again, you have to find the brand or a store that sells them. Not every store sells them, at least not here in Quebec. Then here I have in this box, this little container, Tupperware, peanut butter. This one was basically the peanuts were crushed in front of you. You turn on the machine and it crushes for you, rather than the traditional honey peanut butter that I normally get. So I wanted to use this kind of quote-unquote real peanut butter than the commercial peanut butter. That would be one of my main ingredients. A little weapon right there for protein. Brown sugar for just the overall sweetness of the dish. Added sugar could be later of chocolate, honey, like I've done before, maple syrup even. And then we have cinnamon. Cinnamon. I have 2 oranges here with me. I could have done lemon too, but I forgot lemon, so I just did 2 oranges. And this time around I have hemp seed, but crushed, so kind of already broken down, which will be easier to digest and chew on within the dish. So quite simply, that's what I have. Let's get to the utensils and pots and pans that you need. So the tools that you'll be needing: a non-stick spoon so you don't scrape the bottom of the pan. Well, here's the pan that you'll be needing not to scrape with. Measuring cup to measure out dry and liquids. Here I have a fancy little old school juicer. This has lemon on the bottom and it has orange on top, and it disconnects for easy cleaning and whatnot. So this is what I'll be putting the juice in. Then finally you have a knife. I'm not supposed to be banging as much, but excuse my banging of the instruments. So let's get cooking. Alright guys, so the first step you're going to need to do is turn on the pan to high heat. But the reason why I'm not showing you this step is basically because I wanted to speed up the time because of how long this recipe takes. So I'm just going to walk through what I've already begun. So I put in the water that I needed, and the water I needed is according to how much oats I put in. So I was using 2 cups of oats. So the ratio supposedly is about, for 1 cup of oats, of steel cut oats, you're going to need 3 cups of water. So I'm using 2 cups of oats, so I'm going to need 6 cups of water. So I brought the 6 cups of water to boil. You don't really need to see that. And then I added the oats. Then I reduced it down to a simmer, and I made sure to stir it so it doesn't stick to the bottom throughout the time. So when this begins to thicken, I'm going to begin to add my ingredients, which I have done over there. Quite simply, take 1 orange, cut it in half, take half, take it, squeeze it, and spin. Do this for the remaining oranges you want to use. So time to add a couple more of these ingredients inside, and I'm going to start with the husked broken down hemp. How much? That's according to you. Again, this 2 oranges, that's about the amount of juice I want. You could even go with 1. The peanut butter, it's how peanut butter you want it, and then how sugary and how much you want it to taste like cinnamon. That's completely up to you and your own personal preference. If you want to add nutmeg, more salt, less salt, honey, maple, chocolate, whatever. This is the fun part. Make it healthy as much as you can. I mean, there's pretty much the least healthy thing would be sugar. And that's brown, so it's not even that bad. Okay, so I'm going to add some of this. Let's see. Well, let's not add too much. And that should be enough for me. Now, I'll just add some cinnamon. Give that a stir in. It's like that holiday smell. Some like it stronger to really taste the cinnamon. I'm not too keen on having too much. But you know, everything has its health benefits to it. I'm going to add brown sugar time. Get some of that sugar, baby. That's about right. Next comes peanut butter jelly time. Where are they at? See, I got peanut butters. Really pasty. It doesn't melt like the normal peanut butter you buy in the store. Now the remaining orange juice that I juice myself. I wouldn't recommend putting actual orange juice like what you would buy in a 2-liter pint cardboard box, but your choice. Made sure there was no seeds in it. Now if you come over here and take a look, this is not the best mixture visually, but try to make sure you break down that peanut butter. And it's going to thicken. It's definitely going to thicken. I'm going to raise the heat just a bit to get it back bubbling again, because you added some colder ingredients to it and thicker ingredients. So you're going to see this consistency change. The lumpiness of the peanut butter is going to go away because it's going to keep melting. So don't forget to stir occasionally, and you'll notice when it thickens, take a spoon, taste it, and adjust from there. So now let's take a look how it's thickened, and I'm going to turn it off. At this point, it is pretty thick as is, and when you're going to take it off the stove, you're going to pull it off, and you're going to let it cure for a little bit, okay? Curing allows it to thicken and to cool down a bit, so this is definitely a process you want to do before eating, but it's going to be time for tasting right after. Welcome to another episode of Divine Father and Son Reviews. Right now we're reviewing something that's been seen in Divine Faith Repping Fitness, which is the peanut butter oatmeal, which you can kind of see here.